Ladies and gentlemen, welcome, welcome, welcome. Merry Christmas Eve. How's everyone doing on this lovely December 24th evening? Hey, what's going on, ladies and gentlemen? I am not actually wearing this. It is incredibly hot. I just needed to to be wearing it when I turn the camera on. What's going on, guys? Don't forget to smash the like button on your way in. It is Christmas Eve. Oh my gosh. This is how I'm wearing this. What's going on, Giovanni? Guys, Bitcoin is currently trading at 87,610 and 22 cents. Let's go refresh our liquidation heat map and see what we got for the holiday season. Thank you, Mr. Market Maker. Thank you, Satoshi Nakamoto. Thank you, Hal Finney. Derek said, this feels like the come on, do something meme, but with crypto. Yeah, we liquidated some bears, though, so you get what you get. 86,760. I hope you guys have a amazing holiday. We've got 86,111. It's not going to be a super duper long stream. It's not going to be a short one either, though. 88,122. And the tippity top of the tippity top, we've got 88,835. Fahid said, hoo. What's going on, Fahid? Bitcoin dominance 59.73. I'm gonna make it. We're gonna try to breeze through the charts. This does not look great for altcoins, but it does look good for Bitcoin. Dominance is pushing upwards. Bitcoin itself 87,616. We're kind of chilling. We are kind of chilling. Very sideways. Holding the mean, which happens to be around like 87K. So let's see if we can get back above 90 before the end of the year. I'm curious as to what 2025 is going to close out at. ETH. Actually, let me go see. Can I go to the 12? Is that a chart? Yeah, we're red right now. We are down 6.36% for the year. Very, very interesting. You know what? Let me go. What's the oldest one I can get? Let's go Bitcoin USD. Let's go crypto. Yeah, not a lot of red. Not a lot of red years. Unfortunately, this is very indicative of selling pressure. So hopefully we don't get two in a row. We've never, ever gotten two red years in a row for Bitcoin. So that's very positive. Look at this. We got one red. What is going on with my mouse? One red, one red, one red, one red. It is very red and green, which is very Christmas. 1 1 1 1 1. Each one followed by 1 2 3 4 green, 1 2 3 green, 1 2 3 green, 1 2 green. Are we going to get one green here? Is the cycle indeed changing? Would it be for the better or for the worse? Honestly, I prefer the 4-year cycle to whatever the heck the stock market is based on. The stock market, it's like fun on like a, you know, I don't know. It's fun in like a, ooh, we made 1% a week kind of way, which I suppose compounding is like 52% a year. So maybe that's not right. I don't know. The stock market's boring compared to what we've seen crypto do, in my opinion. So I'd much rather them be decoupled and not so the same. We are turning green here. Merry Christmas. We're getting the Santa rally maybe 24 hours early. But I'm excited. I am excited. No matter what, it's going to be exciting. Up or down, it's going to be exciting. ETH looking good, 29 at 47. We are still below 3K. Can we get above 3K before the end of the year? We've had positive money flow since the beginning of December. We got a green dot of the momentum wave pointing to the upside and a bullish cross over the moving average on the RSI. Upside is definitely there. Sol up 0.13%. We got our break of our upper trend line. Our support held. Are we going to push up? That'd be pretty sick. I'm not going to lie, I think I'm going to start loading up on some Sol. It seems like a no-brainer to me. But we'll see what happens. Total 3, chilling. We get a nice higher low on the shorter term time frame, potentially bouncing off of what is that, 820 billion-ish. We are at 824.6. Bullish cross over the moving average in the RSI. Positive money flow and a green dot of the momentum wave pointing to the upside. Let's freaking go. ADA's up 0.06% on the day, currently trading at 35.68. Again, is the Santa really going to push us up? And can we get above 36 relatively soon here? Gearing up for a potential bullish crossover the moving average on the RSI. Green dot of the momentum wave. We've had negative money flow for a pretty consistent period of time. So we want that to change. SNEC is up 1.36% on the day. Currently trading at 0.0009297. Can we reclaim that lack of zeros and get back above 1/10 of a penny? Hopefully. Also gearing up for a potential bullish crossover the moving average. Green dot on the momentum wave. Money flow has been negative here as well. Night is down 1.1%. Potential bullish retest of the previous high as far as candle body closes is concerned. So let's see if this continues to the upside. Bullish crossover the moving average. Positive money flow since around the 19th, 20th. And a green dot on the momentum wave pointing to the upside. Let's see, XRP. Looking good. Bouncing off of 184. Are we going to head towards $2 next? That would be ideal. Bullish crossover the moving average on the RSI. Gearing up for a possibility. Green dot on the momentum wave also pointing to the upside. Still negative money flow. It's been negative for quite some time though, so that doesn't really play a factor at the moment. Skip arrow. I expect big things out of arrow. Nice little double bottom right above 46. Let's see if we can get back above 50. Barcoin. I just like the name. Avalanche holding that lower trend line, looking good. Can we get back above this legacy trend line here? This is a very important trend line that literally goes back to like the inception of Avalanche. Waterfly said, nice hat, JJ. Thank you very much, Waterfly. Here at JJ's Cryptic Corner, we put a little more production value into our Santa hats compared to other channels, if you know what I'm talking about. Okay. Yeah, let's get back above this legacy trend line. I want to get above 13 bucks, man. Avalanche deserves to be above 13 bucks. Chainlink up, down. It's 0.00% for the day. No change so far since the daily close, which was 20 minutes ago. Let's get back above 12.5. We got a bullish crossover the moving average in the RSI, kind of dancing, consolidating around that. Green dot on the momentum wave pointing to the upside, and a positive money flow switch, which just happened today. Very nice. We'll see what tomorrow has in store for the market. Silver continuing its monstrous run, 71.80.50. Is it going to actually pull back here, or was that it? Did you miss your chance to hop on the silver train? And is she heading towards the North Pole? Only time will tell. Let's go take a look at gold as well. Appreciate you guys for being here. Don't forget to smash the like button. Happy Christmas Eve. Merry Christmas Eve. If you don't celebrate and you're offended, I don't really care. I hope you have a great day anyways. Gold, 44.79 and 40 cents. Trajectory intact, looking good. Let's see. Let's see if this thing ends up touching 48. Tufik said, just come on to wish you a Merry Christmas, mate. You're a legend. Appreciate you, Tufik. Merry Christmas to you and yours as well. Hope you guys have an awesome time. I'm excited. I hope you get a bunch of stuff. I'm just kidding. DXY. 97.95. People are talking about the DXY hitting some like super duper old trend line and it's going to rally from here or something like that. I hope that doesn't happen. I feel like that assets do bad when that happens, but we'll see what happens. Currently 97.95. That'd be sick if it broke that trend and it just plummeted and all assets around the planet exploded to the upside and we all retired filthy rich with so much money that they like make it illegal to have as much money as we have. We did get a bullish crossover the moving average in the RSI and a green dot on the momentum wave pointing to the upside. I don't know what that means for the DXY, but it's there. Strategy closed the other day looking like doo-doo. Hopefully that's the bottom. That'd be pretty sick. We did pull a fractal that looks pretty similar to what it did in the past. We were looking at like some pretty high time frame stuff. Let's go to the daily, zoom out here. Yeah, we talked about this because it's got a wick and it recovers. It looks kind of like this with a potential for that W. So I pulled that fractal, we put it here, and it's calling for a new all-time high of around 560, almost 600. Not financial advice. We'll see if it even starts to play out come 2026. I'll probably have a better idea, or even just the next couple of days, to be honest. Santa rally canceled for crypto. Allegedly, the Santa rally starts after Christmas or on Christmas forward, something like that. Waterfly said I bought some strategy at 157. Very nice. I was thinking about buying some AMC because I think the crypto has made me a masochist. So we'll see what happens with that. I haven't bought any yet, but I'm thinking about it. NASDAQ closed up 0.23 today. I think today was a half day or something like that. Looking good, honestly. Looking pretty damn good. Let's see if the fractal stays intact. Or for the longer time frame, I think Thursday, Friday, market starts trading again. We'll see. S&P also looks beautiful. The recovery is fully in play. If it's going to follow the fractal closely, this might, retrace and we might get a little bit of sideways going on in the next market open. But we'll see. We do have a green dot on the momentum wave point to the upside. Money flow just switched positive on Friday. And bullish crossover the moving average and the RSI. Looks good, man. S&P 500 looks good. Ask Fractal 3.0. Doing things that we like. Bitcoin itself up 0.05% on the day. 87,718. We got some news articles to go through, guys. A lot of news today. A lot of news. Odds of a recession next year at an all-time low of 25% according to Kalshi. Very cool. 4chan thread does not exist. Blah, blah, blah. Okay, so allegedly this never happened. This, I think, is from the same guy that called the actual top or bottom. So this is fake, but I like the data. I like the data that it presents. They posted Bitcoin 2026 all-time high, 250,000. ETH 20K, Sol 1,500. Bullish 2026 all-time high. Bullish, I'm assuming, is a meme coin, $10. Whatever. Not opinions, outputs. Visa enabling USDC settlements on Solana for US banks isn't hype, it's infrastructure. Adoption never rings a bell, it just shows up in price later. Same structure, same outcome, the simulation repeats. So apparently this doesn't exist, but I do still like the data. S&P 500 closes at a new all-time high of 69,932. Party posted some nice Wyckoff data with a beautiful chart here. He said, people, a lot of confusion. The blue line is the current price of Bitcoin. The black line is the Wyckoff accumulation being manipulated and manifested by the controllers. Follow along. Will the Wyckoff be played out again? This pattern is used to accumulate the asset and produce the maximum pain to leverage traders and unconvicted holders unaware of the methodology. This is not my pattern for my prediction. This is the Wyckoff method used by large institutions and whales to accumulate a desirable asset. You want to go long or enter the spring event, which is an automatic reaction or price where large participants will enter and make maximum pain to shorts and panic sellers. Alternatively, you can accumulate with the whales throughout this movement, knowing what is coming. Just pay attention. Everything I post is critical if you want to succeed. Everything. My subscribers are aware and have been aware for many years. I'm sharing with you publicly for your own good. Is it guaranteed? No. Just like October 10th, sometimes the manipulators' plumbing breaks and they lose control of the price, but look at the accuracy and understand what is happening. And yes, the manipulators see my posts and know you know, so we will have to wait and see. But this is what's happening. No narratives, pure manipulation to induce maximum pain and maximum accumulation by large players. Finally, judging by the timeline, it is working to perfection. Now, I don't know if this is a guy going on some like weird narcissistic rant. Regardless, I like the pattern. I like the chart. It looks pretty, and it's technically a fractal. And you know I like a good fractal. So we're gonna observe. We're gonna continue to see if January 1st puts us at like 96K, and then if we go to a lower low around 80K around January 16th, and then that is a skyrocket. It kind of makes sense. It goes along with the lower low double bottom situation that we've been seeing quite often. I didn't realize that was Wyckoff, but it makes a lot of sense now. Waterfly said I bought some. Yep, I read that already. We got some people creeping around in my parking lot. You guys just witnessed some crazy like Christmas Eve antics. I had to like fight off some thieves or something. The wet bandits show up. That'd be so sick. Just some random nobody YouTuber has like the stars from Home Alone show up. Philly said, bro, it's Christmas Eve. Take the holiday off. Never, Philly. What kind of... Do you know who talking to? Bitcoin Wyckoff accumulation, 2 p.m. December 24th. Let's see if we push up. That'd be pretty cool. This one was interesting. Let me explain why buying physical gold is a scam. I won a 1 gram bar from Robinhood a month ago. It was delivered from AP Mex. The receipt showed it cost $260.83. Current spot price is $160.80 for a gram. The highest rated gold buyer in my area, 5 stars, gave me $120 for it. That translates to purchasing for $5,791.24 an ounce and selling for $33.60 an ounce. Meanwhile, spot is $44.98. Biggest scam out there. I'll stick to Bitcoin. Thanks. That, my friends, is a spread. And if the market's not too hot, you can usually get a pretty damn good deal. You have to negotiate. I've bought and sold silver, physical silver, quite a few times. If you buy it at the right price, wait, price goes up, you go sell it. Most places will give you spot. They will give you spot because they know that they're going to have a markup. So that's where their profits lie. Unless the guy knows that you're a chump, then he's going to tell you, "Oh, hey, I can only give you 100 for it." Then you go, "Okay, oh, thank you. I got it for free anyway, so I don't care." Then, who's the idiot in that situation? Yes, we can look at Monad and Shrimp JOS Ventures. Let me know after the news segment. Marty Party posted by 2030, an estimated 45% of women, 25 to 44, will be single and child-free. That was an interesting metric. Population decline will continue for sure. Waterfly said, "You gotta know what you're doing. Don't be stupid and get ripped off." Exactly, Waterfly, exactly. Semi-analysis posted, "This is what winning looks like from space." I just thought this was interesting. Satellite imagery just caught XAI doing something no press release ever could. Painting macro hard across the roof of its Colossus 2 data center in Tennessee. A building-sized wink at Microsoft, visible from orbit, impossible to ignore. It reads like a joke until you look at what's underneath. The Colossus 2 isn't a concept site or a slide in a deck. Power and cooling infrastructure expanding in lockstep. Basically, Elon's doing the AI thing the right way. Joe as Avenger said, "Can I send you something for Christmas Eve, JJ?" Absolutely, man. You'll see no objections from me. LBSE letter posted, "Spot gold prices surge above $4,500 an ounce for the first time in history. Gold is now $31.5 trillion asset, nearly 7 times larger than Nvidia." That's pretty damn crazy. I'm trying to onboard you to Monad. I think if I send you some Monad to your ETH wallet in the description, it will work. I have no idea, actually. I know nothing of that process. The U.S. unemployment rate is likely heading higher. U.S. heavy truck sales are down to 5.1 million over the last 12 months, the lowest since 2020. Outside the pandemic, this is the lowest level in 8 years. Annual truck sales have declined 1.1 million over the last 18 months. In previous economic cycles, this has been a leading indicator of the higher unemployment. This suggests that the unemployment rate may rise by at least 1% point over the next 6 months. Downside pressure on the labor market is building. Waterfly said, "Why pushing Monad so hard?" He's a Monad believer. JY's Venture, I feel like JY's Venture comes in with good calls frequently. And we've watched them. We've charted them. They've played out. So I respect it. I do. And I got my eye on it now. What's funny is, technically speaking, like from a macro point, in my opinion, based on X, no one's talking about Monad, which is the perfect time to get in my opinion, which I'm probably going to do. So I'm not missing out on the next opportunity. Even if I get rugged, I get rugged. But, it's a gamble. That's what makes it fun. That's what makes it entertaining. And I can gamble on Christmas Eve. I actually bought a Powerball ticket today. And the drawing is tonight, which is freaking crazy. The global working age population is shrinking. The percentage of people aged 15 to 64 in the working population is down 20 points since 1960 to 55%. Over this period, the sharpest decline was recorded in China at minus 36 percentage points to 44%. In the U.S., the working age population proportion fell 13 percentage points to 54%. On the other hand, the European Union saw a 2% point increase to 57%. Overall, the numbers of countries where working age population is shrinking is up by 48 since 1980 to 50. That number is estimated to increase to 77 by 2040. Demographics are set to be a major headwind for growth in development or in developed global economies. Interesting. What if I said, how much is Powerball? I think it's over $1 billion now. Powerball jackpot is $1.7 billion. I will say, I will say, if I win the Powerball, let me see, 1.7 billion. 1,700,000,000 divided by, what, how many subscribers do I have? 1,300? I could technically give each one of you guys over $1 million. That's crazy. So if I win the Powerball, jackpot, I will give each and every single one of you guys somewhere between like 1 and 10 grand. Just for fun. Maybe I'll nitpick. Maybe the people I don't like very much will get 1 grand. And the people I do will get 10. That's funny. All right. So everybody manifest. I want you all to manifest that JJ is going to win the Powerball. And he's going to share it with all of his subscribers. Even the ones who don't watch him. But they're going to get less. What if I said if you win, maybe you can get married finally? If I win, I'll be able to buy a house. There's really somebody sitting right there. What are they doing? Am I going to look out my window? I'm doing it. No? I feel like I should go out there. Fight somebody. Okay. Next, we've got silver extends gains to a record $72 an ounce, officially surpassing Apple as the third most valuable asset in the world. That's pretty crazy. The U.S. private sector employment improving. ADP private payrolls rose by an average of 11,500 per week over the last 4 weeks, ending on December 6th. This marks the third consecutive reading of payroll gains. This is lower than the 17.5 reported for the week ending November 29th, but above all prior 5 readings. As a result, the private sector added an estimated 46,000 jobs over the 4 weeks ending December 6th. The labor market may be seeing some relief. Interesting. The S&P 500 officially hits a record high. That's 18 trillion in market cap since April 2025 bottom. Asset owners are winning. Very cool. S&P 500 officially closes Christmas Eve at a record high, closing at 69.32. The Santa rally of 2025 has arrived. Let's go. Elon Musk says double-digit GDP growth is coming within 12 to 18 months. If applied intelligence is proxy for economic growth, which it should be, triple-digit is possible in 5 years. Hell yeah. I will say, out of all the people that actually seem to know what's going on in the economy and where it's heading and stuff like that, I feel like Elon actually knows what he's talking about. And I don't know if it's just because he's a smart guy or whatever. Waterfly, how you gonna be mean on Christmas Eve? That's messed up, man. During the pandemic, Elon said that he thought that we were in a recession. Everyone was like, we're heading into a recession. And Elon was like, I think we've been in a recession for a year now. And I'm pretty sure he was right. By the metrics, which they did change during the pandemic as well. They were like, well, normally, yes, we would be in a recession, but we've updated all of the metrics and all of the meat, the inside portion of the information. So now we're technically not in a recession. There you go. See, it's just that easy. All we have to do is change the definition of a recession, and we're good to go. What is a recession? A recession is not what the country is experiencing right now. It's goofy, man. It's goofy. Jeremy said, don't forget to like and subscribe, everyone. NVIDIA announces it's acquiring GROQ for $20 billion. It's the largest acquisition of all time. I don't know if I'm assuming that's different from XAI, GROQ. It's Grok, but it's spelled different. NVIDIA's newest strategy, we will buy you before you can compete with us. There has never been a company like NVIDIA. Very cool. I'm pretty sure there has, but NVIDIA is successful so far. Total stablecoin market cap hits an all-time high of $310 billion. I think this is going to continue to grow because stablecoin adoption, like I said, is going to dwarf everything else. Excuse me, I got a little bit of Christmas Eve heartburn. I got to take some Tums so I don't freak out later. All right. Next, we've got Bitcoin and ETH ETF net flows turned negative since early November per Glassnode. This signals reduced institutional participation and broader crypto market liquidity contraction. Interesting. Cheers, guys. Merry Christmas Eve. All right, next. The ETF inflows and outflows has been very interesting to me. Bitcoin and ETH are negative, but Solana and XRP are positive. I believe XRP has been positive since launch, which is crazy. The amount of wallets holding at least one Bitcoin dropped 2.2% since March, but those remaining wallets collectively accumulated 136,670 more Bitcoin. That is a lot of Bitcoin. Bitcoin's lack of dramatic year-end rally may actually prevent a hard crash in Q1 2025, according to Bitcoin entrepreneur Anthony Pompliano. I thoroughly enjoy saying Pompliano. I don't know why. But it does remind me of Pompeii, which is also there's a mint, like a precious metals mint called PAMP, P-A-M-P, and that also reminds me of Pompeii. And for some reason, or I guess not for some reason, like psychologically, I don't want to buy anything from them because I'm like, that sounds like a bad omen, you know. Maybe I'm just superstitious though. Trend Research founder Jack Ye said they are preparing another $1 billion to buy Ethereum and strongly advised against shorting. Jack Ye, I announced that Trend Research is preparing another $1 billion, and on this basis, we will continue to increase holdings and buy Ethereum. Our words and actions are consistent. We strongly advise against shorting. Undoubtedly, this will be a historic opportunity. What if I said I've been to Pompeii? Have you? I have not, actually. I've been to Canada. I've been to Canada and, like, across the United States. Like, I've been to the north half of the United States entirely, all the way across east and west. And I've been straight south from Michigan. I have not been southwest. I haven't been to, like, California area. That's probably the only spot that I'm really lacking. Whale alert: an Ethereum ICO wallet dormant for 10 plus years just moved 2,000 Ethereum worth $5.85 million. A $620 investment turned into a 9,435x return per look on chain. Hell yeah. JY's Adventure said I sent you one monad as a test. You know what? JY's Adventure, I'm not entirely sure what wallet I have in the description. I have 1,000 ETH wallets, and I guess I'll see. Can I get in? Okay, well, that's working. That's pretty sick. I saw a Reddit story. I watch a lot of Smosh, and they do Reddit reads, and this guy said that he sent a prostitute 3 Bitcoin way back in the day when Bitcoin was worth $100, and it was a escort. Did I say prostitute? I meant to say escort. He sent an escort $300 worth of Bitcoin, which at the time Bitcoin was $100. He sent her 3 Bitcoin. And he said he's been obsessively checking her wallet address since. And it's been, a decade. And I'm sure somewhere along the way, like when the price went to like $300-$400, he started checking. And now, just now, he said it has sat dormant this entire time. Just now, she started moving it to Coinbase and cashing out. And basically paid an escort $300,000 10 years ago, which is freaking awesome. All right, let's see. Let me see. Monad. So far, nothing. You should be able to check, shouldn't you? Yeah, I got nothing so far. But again, I don't know if those are the right wallets. Okay. Insight: Bitcoin Treasury strategies to revive flagging share prices face crackdown in Asia. China doubles down on crypto ban. Asia Express 2025 in review via Cointelegraph magazine. So China's banning Bitcoin again. No surprise. Question: Bitcoin on Christmas 2022 $16,841, 2023 $43,613, 2024 $99,299. Where does Bitcoin finish this Christmas? Definitely not 99,299. Probably 87K, 87, 88. Probably not going to be that impressive. Reminder, today is a shortened trading day in the U.S. with markets closing at 1 p.m. EST, and tomorrow the stock market is closed for Christmas. Merry Christmas, everyone. This I read the other day. I wanted to read again because it's interesting to me. I am frequently checking these wallets, by the way. Imagine playing Monopoly and never buying any asset or investment that generates income. Imagine you just went around collecting $200, giving your money to the rich, and trying to stay out of jail. Sound ridiculous? That's how most people live their lives. JY's Adventure said, you did get it, but you have to switch the Monad network in your wallet? Okay. Oh, that's not an option. Okay, hang on. It might be in my, does Phantom support ETH and Monad? Oh, jeez. I don't even think I can check it. I need to enter my seed phrase and stuff. Apparently I got kicked out. Yeah, I'll hit you up on Discord, and I'll let you know if I figure it out. Okay, next we've got gold. This one's really funny. Peter Schiff would probably have a field day with this one. Freaking out. Gold is ripping versus Bitcoin. Gold ripping versus Bitcoin. That little green candle. That's so good. That's so good. All right. Michael Saylor. Inflation is worse than you think, and Bitcoin is better than you know. Another banger. My favorite Saylor quote so far, my favorite, is Bitcoin is the exit strategy. That is, in my opinion, the best Saylor quote. It just sums it up very nicely. And it kind of explains why he's so keen on not selling. And it makes sense, you know, we all preach about leaving the legacy system. Fiat is trash, you know, they can print it out of thin air. Why care? But then we all complain and cry and moan and weep when the fiat value of our Bitcoin decreases. But at the end of the day, do you really care? Shouldn't you actually be excited that your Bitcoin is cheaper fiat wise? You can buy more Bitcoin with your money. You can increase your holdings with your money. If Bitcoin truly is the exit strategy, which it's supposed to be, you know, then why does it matter if the price goes down? Another really good meme is Bitcoiners last cycle, and it shows all like the Giga Chads, and they're flexing. They're like, F the banks, F fiat. And then now it's like the crying Wojak, and it's like, we need more adoption and regulation. And it's so true, dude. It's so true. All right. This is when you do not sell altcoins. Not financial advice, but looks pretty damn good. It looks pretty damn good. GY's Adventure said, people want to time the market and buy at 40K, not now. That's true. Depends. Depends on if we're going to 40K, to be honest. US dollar now testing 14-year support. It's now or never. If this breaks, it falls. I think we're in for a doozy. In a good way. But time will tell. NVIDIA insider trading alert. 22 hours ago, Mark Stevens, the second largest NVIDIA shareholder and board member since 2008, coincidence, just dumped 222,500 NVIDIA shares for a total value of $40 million. That is a lot of money. Small cap short interest hits highest level in more than 13 years. Dear God. Median cash shorts taken as a percentage of shares outstanding for the S&P 500, Russell 2000, and NASDAQ 100. Interesting. Yeah. Number go up. Waterfly said we are not going to 40. I agree, Waterfly. I agree with you. Next we've got, this is actually last but not least. The normal Santa Claus rally begins on Wednesday, the last 5 trading days of the year plus the first 2 of the new year. Although Santa gave us a lump of coal the previous 2 years, It has never happened 3 times in a row in the history of the S&P 500. Merry Christmas. JY's Avenger said that's what 4-year cyclers are looking for, Waterfly, 40 to 50K. Honestly, 4-year cycle, pullback percentage, maybe, but it usually just retests the previous high, and our previous high is like 69, 70K. Waterfly thinks 59K. I think if we're going to bottom, it's going to be around 70. But again, we're not even that far from those numbers. 59, 40, 50, 60, 70. Like, that's not that big of a deal to me. Am I crazy? Maybe I'm crazy. Maybe I'm desensitized. Drummer said options expire 26th. Options expire like every Friday. They never do anything. Options expiry is the biggest nothing burger I've seen in crypto, besides China banning Bitcoin. I've never seen an options expiry cause anything and then go, oh, the options expiration was today. Oh, the options expiry. Doesn't do anything, in my opinion. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm crazy. Maybe I'm stupid. Maybe I'm a masochist. I think we went through that already, but it's entirely possible. Bitcoin 87 at 632 and 57 cents. Can be a great time to buy your favorite coins on that pullback. I think it's a great time to buy them right now. They're at bear market lows. So yeah, let's see what happens tomorrow and the remainder of the month. In the first 2 days of 2026, I think Q1 is going to be a mixed bag, but I think 2026 as a whole is going to be a good time. Quick portfolio update. The 1K to 10K Grok portfolio is currently down 568, 56.8%. Best performer Sol only down 27. The worst performer Aptos down 74. Then we've got the meme coin portfolio currently down 639, 63.9%. Best performer Doge only down 92. Worst performer GigaChad down 170, which is, oh geez, what percentage is that? 170. It's only 30, 60. I think it's, I don't know. That's a great question. Next, we got the narrative portfolio, my favorite and the most stable. This portfolio is made up of 1 meme coin, 1 artificial intelligence coin, 1 decentralized physical infrastructure coin, 1 real-world asset coin, and 1 gaming coin, and it is kind of killing it still. Portfolio is only down $251 and 251. Let's see, that is 50.5%, negative 50.5%. Best performer Tau only down 25%. At $25. The worst performer, Fetch, down 65. And then last but not least, the perfect entry portfolio, currently down 484, 48.4%. Best performer, Chainlink, only down 19, and worst performer, Render, down 70. Dang. That is it. Jay Wesovich said, reminding you to take a look at Monad and Shrimp, please. Absolutely. Monad. Maybe you should add Monad to the list. I don't remember. It's Mon, right? Mon USDT. And I usually go to, let's check Bybit. Is it Bybit? No, it is not. MXC? Nope. HTX? Am I crazy? Is it one of these and I just got to zoom out more? USDT. Do we do USD? Is it Coinbase? Is it Bitstamp? Where is my chart? I've drawn on the chart before, haven't I? USDT, PMEX. Is it Coinbase? USD. I guess we'll do Coinbase. Okay. Okay, there's not enough data for me to really put lines on there. So what I find interesting here is you got a nice spike, a bounce, and then it kind of peters out and it broke below, rejected once. You need to get back above that. Now zooming in here, I think I pointed this out the other day. You have an inverse head and shoulder potential. It's not concrete, but it is there. or at worst case, triple bottom. Volume could be better. Volume's kind of fallen off a cliff. RSI is spiking with the price. That's good. Money flow just switched green today, actually. You got a green dot at your Pico low back here, which is still in play. And you get a bullish crossover the moving average in the RSI after a little double bottom here. I would consider this consolidation right now. Your biggest hurdle, though, is going to be to get back above this 23-22 level. Looks good. You do want to get above that, though. It always kind of turns me off when coins launch and then they get below their launch price. But if they recover quick enough, that looks really good in the long term. But we'll see what happens. That 23-22 level is, you know, it could be 23 even, it could be 23.5. It's not very set in stone. Then this 25.6 level is going to be pretty hard to get through. What if I said, what did you get your mom this year? I don't think I can say. I think she watches. I think she watches the stream sometimes, so she might be watching right now, so I'm not going to say. I'll say it after Christmas, just to make sure that it's not being spoiled. Okay. Dominance, chilling, 59.73. Let's go take a look at Shrimp really quick for JWS Venture. I don't know what I'm doing. Deck screener, there it is. Cheers, guys. Okay. Yeah, that's good coffee. Merry Christmas to everyone watching. Shrimp, this thing pumped, dude. We should have bought it the other day. Dang it. Beautiful. Ascension to the heavens. Pull up the RSI. Look at that. Told you guys it looked good. $540 buy 27 seconds ago. Very cool. Market cap 168. Liquidity still looks great. Buyers outweighing sellers in volume and quantity. Very cool. Yeah, this thing looks amazing. Getting above this high is going to be a big deal. Getting above that. And then 2 is going to be a nice psychological hurdle to get above. So see if you can do those two things. But if you do end up breaking down, you're going to have some pretty hefty support right around here. 13.6-ish. RSI is not overbought. Yeah, this looks really good. That's a crazy spike. What is that? 25%. Whoa! What in the world? The only thing that I will say, looking at this, to anyone watching, including you, JWS Adventure, the market cap of this coin is so insanely small. This is a microscopic market cap. So if you do decide to play with this, you are gambling. So don't blame me if you get rugged. We're just looking at it. It looks good from here. Always verify top holders, top traders, all that stuff. This is what you want to see, liquidity pool. This guy, if he one clips, he will not rug the liquidity pool. So that's a big sign. That's a good sign as well. But to anyone watching that isn't JWS Adventure, do your own research. Figure it out for yourself. It's Christmas Eve. Don't get rugged. With that, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to call it an evening. I thoroughly appreciate you guys for joining me on this fine Christmas Eve evening. I hope you guys get everything you asked for Christmas, whether that's money, whether that's a Santa rally, whether that is stock performance, or just time with friends and family. I wish you a Merry Christmas. I will see you all tomorrow. And as always, when Bitcoin starts to do anything crazy, I will hop back on. Otherwise, I will see you all tomorrow. Don't forget to smash the like button on your way out. Happy Wednesday. Merry Christmas Eve, and good night.